Okay, QRZ from PJ9W on 7170, over.
November 1 Tango, standing by.
November 1 Tango, question mark, 599.
QSL, you are 5905. November 1 Tango, Zulu, QSL.
Tango Zulu, QSL.
November 4 Romeo, Japan.
Info Radio Juliet, 599.
Roger, 5905.
QSL.
Radio Team Finland was given its first spark of life during the 1987 CQ Worldwide SSP contest from Andorra. Using the call C30 Whiskey, Radio Team Finland placed 15th that year with a score of 4.6 million points. The real leap forward in scoring occurred during their 1988 effort from Andorra. Using the call C30 DSA, they placed 4th with over 10.1 million points. But mild panic set in the summer of 1989 when Andorran authorities announced that no further licenses would be granted to foreign operators. So Radio Team Finland organizers began their search for a suitable 1990 contest location. Their search ended successfully, though, when Bob Cox, K3EST, asked an important question. Had Radio Team Finland considered the island of Curacao? 3 weeks later, to everyone's surprise, the first of 3 overseas shipping containers packed full of supplies and material was shipped from Finland to Curacao. Curacao is one of the 3 major islands that form the Netherlands Antilles. It is located 35 miles north of the Venezuelan coast and almost equal distance from its sister islands of Aruba and Bonaire. The island is only 38 miles long and varies between 2 to 7.5 miles wide. The highest elevation on the island is Mount Christoffel at only 1,239 feet. Curacao was originally discovered in 1499 by a Spanish navigator, a lieutenant of Christopher Columbus. In 1634, the Dutch captured the island and founded a Dutch settlement. Today, the native language is Papiamento, a mixture of Dutch, English, and Spanish, and Willemstad is the capital of the island. Willemstad is famous for its Queen Emma pontoon bridge, which swings open allowing ships in and out of Santa Ana Bay, and for being home to an Amstel beer brewery, which brews the only beer in the world from distilled seawater. In fact, the residents of the island depend entirely upon distilled and purified seawater for their drinking water. Radio Team Finland chose to operate the contest from the Coral Cliff Resort and Beach Club, located next to Santa Marta Bay on the southwestern coast. Amateur radio is not new to the Coral Cliff. In fact, the resort's original architect and builder was Chet Brandon, PJ9W, who now resides on the neighboring island of Bonaire. The resort has a colorful history and has been the site of numerous contest efforts over the past 30 years, hosting such contest calls as PJ9 Charlie Whiskey, PJ9 Alpha Foxtrot, PJ9 Juliet Tango, and PJ9 Charlie George, just to mention a few. If you were to look closely at a map, you would notice that the geographic position of the island is only 12 degrees north latitude. It's this tropical latitude that accounts for Curaçao's excellent HF propagation and its outstanding reputation as a contest QTH among amateurs around the world. My name is Jack Reed, WA7LNW. I accompanied Radio Team Finland to Curaçao for the 1990 CQ Worldwide SSP contest and got a first-hand view of the story of PJ9 Whiskey and their spirit of victory. By the time I arrived on the island to document the operation, the Radio Team Finland had already put up the 80-meter full-size 3-element Yagi, and they were in the process of getting a 4-element 40-meter wide-space Yagi ready to be lifted by crane. They were doing this underneath the direction of Tokay, OH6 Radio Mike, the manufacturer of all antennas and towers for the PJ9 Whiskey operation. I was pretty impressed when I caught sight of the 18-ton crane that they were using there that morning. to raise this 4-element 40-meter antenna. I was also pretty impressed with all the teamwork that I saw demonstrated. Putting together an operation like this is no easy job.
Hold it. Tekiristettä lisää. Tekiristettä lisää. Sammakon saa ehdottaa. Sammakko irti.
As soon as the guy wires were secure and the tower was safe to climb, Raimo, OH9RP, climbed to the top of the tower and made the final connections of the rotor cable and coax to the antenna, while OH5NZ and OH0 Radio Juliet took care of getting the feed lines and rotor cables into the shack. Only 2 hours had passed, and I could hardly believe my eyes when I looked back across the lower level at these fantastic antenna systems. There was the famous 80-meter Yagi flanked by two 40-meter antennas, all sitting on top of 150-foot crank-up towers. Well, if you're still doubting that this may not be the world's largest contest effort ever, just consider some of these facts and figures. They plan on using 10,300 feet of coax, 4,500 feet of rotor cable, and over 2,800 feet of electric line. The primary electric source will be a 300 kilowatt generator with two 6 kW backup generators, 25 custom-made antennas, and 508 meters of aluminum tower, and 15 brand new Yaesu FT1000 HF transceivers. By late morning, Tuesday the 23rd, all the antennas and towers on the lower level had been installed and were ready to undergo testing. Their energy and efforts then focused on the hot, thornbush-infested upper-level site, some 100 meters above sea level. This site soon was being referred to by all as Devil's Hill. Team members quickly discovered that the entire island was made of nothing more than decomposed coral, and that a special anchoring system would have to be used if the antennas and towers were to survive the strong winds. The solution? 3.5-ton precast concrete anchors, purchased from a source on the island and then trucked to the site.
And down. Down, 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 down.
Then came the arduous task of individually assembling the remaining 15 towers, rotor, and antenna systems. Ville, OH2 Mike, who actually is a surgeon, found it necessary to perform a bit of surgery right there on the island. A short section of tower had been damaged during shipping and had to be removed.
Yeah, well, in the front here we have 3 towers. They will be used on 10, 15, and 20 meters. They are about 100 feet high, each of them. And the next pile there is the pile of 10-meter beams. They are 8 of them altogether. They are 5-element monoband Yagis each. And we will have a 20-element Yagi for 10 meters. So we are using a square form of these Yagis, 1 Yagi on each in each corner of the square. And this will be rotary. Then there are 4 additional 10-meter Yagis which will be fixed in different directions. And the next pile there is the 20-meter 5-element Yagi pile. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. There will be 5/5 fixed to Europe and another 5/5 fixed to the States. And then there will be an additional rotary 5-element Yagi to pick up the other directions. And the pile Behind all these others is the pile of the 15-meter 5-element monoband Yagis. And they are 7 altogether. 4 of them will be used similarly to the construction of 10 meters. 4 of those Yagis will form a square, and they will be fed together, so we have 20 elements on 50 meters as well. And these antennas will be more or less 100 feet up. We are here on the ridge, which is about 100 feet above the sea level. We can see the horizon there. So we believe that all these Yagis will be at a good height.
Harjoitus vielä panna sinne.
Meidän täytyy nyt vähän löysätä ja Asko kiri. Mikki Mouse kiri.
Toisinpäin.
Well, Murphy finally made his appearance later that afternoon. Because of heavy rains on the island during this time of the year, the ground was too soft to support the weight of the 18-ton crane. After repeated attempts to move the crane and with only an hour of daylight left, the team decided to cease their construction activities and return to the lower level in order to prepare for sunset and an on-the-air test of the 3-element 80-meter Yagi. Timing was perfect. The 80-meter Yagi was quickly raised to about 100 feet, and in the midst of a beautiful sunset, Hanu OH1XX made the first call.
Norway for Papa Tango 59.
Okay, you're 40 over 9 up here, 7373.
73, thank you.
WA1 Germany.
WA1 Germany 59.
Yeah, big signal, 5 and 9 over.
73 is QRZ.
After receiving a few reception reports, it was then Tokei's turn at the mic. Tokei, OH6 radio mic, designed and built the 80-meter Yagi, along with all the other antennas and crank-up towers at his Kappa Systems antenna factory back in Finland. He is respectively referred to in Finland as the grand old man of the antenna world, Mr. Aluminium. You may have seen Tokei and his big Yagi featured on page 12 of the October 90 issue of QST magazine. Dick Robinson, K4EIH, visited Finland in early July, just 3 months prior to the contest, and got a first-hand behind-the-scenes tour of Tokei's factory.
This is Tokei's production department building. Notice the moss on the roof. Most of the roofs here have ladders that can be climbed during the winter to get on the roof to shovel off excess snow. This is
I call this is the five-star antenna factory. You can see the stars through the roof.
What do you do in the wintertime?
The same. Well, this is really something very special for me too. The very first time I've installed a full-size 80-meter Yagi, all parts together.
After a quick breakfast, it was back to the top of Devil's Hill. There were still 14 towers to put up and less than 3 days to do it in. At first, I thought that reinforcements had arrived. A bulldozer had been called to clear the thick brush and grade a level foundation for the portable buildings which were soon to arrive. But the ground was still too soft for the crane, so the team members resorted to an old-fashioned field day technique. They began using a small section of tower as a raising fixture. Even though effective, it was time-consuming, and time was quickly becoming a commodity in short supply. I couldn't help but wonder what this tiny fellow thought of all this activity, and at the sight of this much aluminum. Soon after the morning haze burned out of the air, I decided to take a closer look at this rugged island, and to my surprise, I found it had a unique beauty all its own. Later on that evening, the entire team and their spouses attended a special dinner. This was also a good time to recognize a few of the principal supporters of this operation.
You all know that Dick is the president of EEB, and we've got some great help. We've got some great sponsorship from EEB, and that has been very important to make this operation real. And tonight we'd like to give you so that you will remember this operation. I'm sure you remember. Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna remember this one. But this is special. We made this for this operation, and we would like you to have one.
Thank you very much.
Will you come here, Victor? Victor has been a great help for our group. And although that Victor is working at Lens Radio, he's also Mr. Freight Forwarder, he's Mr. Crane, he's Mr. Electricity, and we've got some help from Victor on all those things that has been problem for us on the island. And so this is for you, Victor.
Oh, thank you.
This is not for Lens Radio. We will give something for Lens Radio separately, but you know, this is personally for you. Been so great help that you know, I think we can't imagine. Thank you.
Okay.
Immediately following the dinner, it was time to get back to work. Time to change 110-volt AC plugs to 240-volt plugs, and time to check out each of the linear amplifiers.
Everything seems to be very normal here. So we are testing all the amplifiers before we go into the contest, because there might be some damage after the transportation. You wouldn't survive if they treated yourself as they treat your luggage. The second question, what's the voice?
Well, that evening was my first opportunity to operate from the island as PJ9W, not to mention our first use of a brand new Yaesu FT1000, connected to, of all antennas, a full-size 80-meter Yagi. It was quite a thrill receiving 30 and 40 dB over S9 signal reports from the West Coast. In fact, a few of the stations remarked that our signal sounded more like that of a shortwave broadcast station. We woke up to a pretty soggy island the next morning. We'd received about 2.5 inches of rain during the night, and a lot of the storm was still hanging around even after sunrise. You could see the concern on everyone's face during the morning meeting, because there was still a lot to do and there was only a day and a half before the contest.
Yeah, today is Thursday morning, and up to now we have had some problems here with different things. And the main problem right now is lack of time, as in all the expeditions, I think. So we have had some problems with the weather. There have been rain and thunderstorm practically every day, and that's giving us some hard time, especially the thunderstorm. The lightnings, they are putting us behind our schedule. There are many people working there with the antennas, and the situation with the antennas looks rather good. We have many towers up there. I don't know how many they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 towers up on the ridge behind our QTH, and they will be putting up 3 or more towers, and we hope to get them up today. Yeah, Murphy is on our heels, but just didn't hit us yet, so let's see what's going to happen.
Yeah, so it seems that, you know, there's a lot of things that are a bit late, but, you know, the only thing that is not late is the contest. It's going to start tomorrow night, and we only have this 1.5 days to get everything ready. I'm sure we can make it, but we have to work very hard today.
Yeah, so you can understand why we look so serious in this at this moment. So we really think that we have reason for that.
Yeah.
Well, the concern I saw on everyone's face earlier that morning quickly turned to a mood of determination, as everyone quickly rose to the challenge before them and put everything they had in high gear to make up for lost time. Thursday afternoon was probably the hottest and the steamiest day of the whole week. But things were really heating up down below in the lower level, when everyone was surprised when the electric companies showed up to disconnect the electricity.
We have some trouble with the electricity company. Okay. Katsotaan. He took them fuses out, but we have the line to Wilhelmstad, to their posts. Maybe they keep those fuses now. They took out them, but we take the air from the cars out. We can't lose those fuses this night now. That's the truth. It's a very urgent moment now. Wow. Okay. Can I have any pistol or machine gun? Did you have any pistol?
Yes, I have machine gun.
Please give me one.
Yeah. How many?
Okay. Only one. And the hotline is open. No. Is it open? Our hotline is open. Not to Moscow, to Wilhelmstad.
What is that?
That's the fuses.
Our fuses.
Only. Oh, fine.
After about 20 minutes of finished diplomacy, the telephone rang, the order had been rescinded, and the electricity was to be reconnected.
It was very good news. We have electricity. So we can switch on. Okay. You have 48 hours. Okay. You have we are very happy. For Amsterdam. Okay. Are you happy? Huh? We are all happy. Okay.
Meanwhile, back up on Devil's Hill, the first of two portable operating buildings arrived by truck from Wilhelmstad. Equipped with plenty of windows and air conditioning, the buildings would soon house the 10, 15, 20, and 160-meter contest positions.
Well, that container.
These buildings had been ordered back in July and built there on the island to Radio Team Finland's own specifications. As soon as the drivers had unloaded their cargo, they quickly headed the truck back to Wilhelmstad in hopes of returning with the second building before dark. Shortly after sunset, everyone gathered over at the clubhouse for a brief lesson on computer logging. What a setup. 12 brand new compact computers, all equipped with their own internal hard drive and an LCD screen. Risto, OH3UU, did a great job that evening conducting the training session. In fact, Risto was responsible for writing the logging program that everyone would be using during the contest. In addition to the logging program, copies of MUF map and mini-prop were also loaded onto each hard drive to help the operators predict propagation conditions from Curacao to the various regions of the world. I'll never forget the final morning, before the start of the contest, when Hannu and Seppi made their decision to locate the 80-meter beverage antenna, of all places, on the other side of Santa Marta Bay. It was a great opportunity to watch a bit of Finnish ingenuity at work. With a little more than 2 hours till the start of the contest, the antennas were quickly being raised to their maximum height, and equipment was being placed in each of the operating positions.
So what's the latest on everything?
Yeah, we just put up our stacked 20-meter 2x5 fixed US up, and we are trying to get the rotors working, and I think we can start the contest anyway. Ketkä siellä nyt on ollut?
Tosta vähän. Okay, Cure set from PJ9W on 7170, over.
November 1 Tango, standing by.
November 1 Tango, question mark 599.
QSL, you are 5905. November 1 Tango, Zulu, QSL.
Tango Zulu, QSL, Cure set.
November 4 Romeo, Japan.
N4 Radio Juliet 599.
Roger, 5905.
QSL, Cure set.
Mexico.
Ending with Mexico 599.
Roger, this is Whiskey, Quebec to Mexico, you're 595.
Whiskey Queen to Mexico, thank you. The other one with Mexico, over.
Whiskey 3, uniform.
Whiskey 3 Uniform Mexico 5999.
QSL, W9 Radio Echo.
Union Mexico, what is my report, over?
It's Whiskey 3, Uniform Mexico, you're 5905. W9 Radio Echo.
QSL, the Radio Echo 599.
Yeah, W9 Radio Echo 5904.
The Whiskey 9 Radio Echo 599.
Yeah, 5904.
Thank you. QSL PJ9W on 7170.
Papa Japan 9 Whiskey, listening 7166 contest. CQ contest, Papa Japan 9 Whiskey, Papa Japan 9 Whiskey, listening 7166, 7166, Papa Japan 9 Whiskey, contest.
Japan 9 Whiskey, November Juliet 7 Alpha 5904.
November Juliet something, please, 5909.
QSL 5904 from Norway, Japan 7 America. Norway, Japan 7 America, over.
Norway, Japan 7, America, thank you, good luck. Papa Juliet 9 Whiskey, contest.
Carl and Ray took a few minutes out of the contest to compare QSO rates with those of PJ1B, an all-American group operating from the neighboring island of Bonaire. And they seemed to be pleased with their results. While some members of the team prepared themselves for the many hours ahead, Anu struggled through the static crashing and poor conditions on 80 meters.
US contest from Papa Juliet 9 Whiskey, Papa Japan 9 Washington contest. India something kilo. Hei Sepi, pitäisi kääntää tiimiä enemmän tonne pitkä tietä Pasifikkiin.
In an attempt to make a few more contacts before sunrise, Hanu had asked Seppi to turn the big beam out over the Pacific, hoping for a long path opening.
Whiskey America 6, Quebec Charlie Oscar.
WA6 Queen Charlie Oscar,
5903.
So, Tango Quebec 2, call again.
Tango Quebec 2, X-ray, 5914.
2 X-ray, QSL, Papa Japan 9 Whiskey.
Oscar Hotel 1, Norway Mike. Inwood 1, November Mike.
OX1 NM 59.
QSL, you are 5915. Good luck.
QSL, Papa Japan 9 Whiskey. DL1 ready, Papa 59. Thank you, Papa Japan 9 Whiskey. Hotel Denmark 599.
Radio Japan 599.
You are 5914 QSL.
Your call sign again?
Germany 6, Radio Japan. Roger.
Germany 6, Radio Japan. Thank you. PJ9W.
Michael, it's Charlie 53, Guatemala, Boston, Canada 53, Golf Bravo. You are 5935. QSL.
Roger, Charlie 53, Golf Bravo. And please look for us on 28440. 28440, QSL.
Okay, no problem. Will you be there tomorrow?
Yeah, we will be there. We will be on the bus. We are the Malta, but there is a station right now on 28440, okay?
Okay, I think the band is a bit close for me now for 10 meters. I will try tomorrow, QSL.
Okay, you can look and yes, tomorrow then. Thank you. PJ9W, Papa Japan 9 Whiskey, contest.
Kilo Radio 0 Bravo 599.
594.
Thank you, here is it. 599. Lima Sierra 599. Lima Sierra again, Lima Sierra only, over.
Bravo 7, India, Lima Sierra.
599.
QSL, thank you, 593.
Thank you, here is it. PJ9W.
Roger, Whiskey Alpha 1, Fox Zulu, Echo 5905.
WA1 Fox Zulu Echo, thank you, here is it.
20. Iso 112 000. Se saa mennä, se on iso.
Risto and Kale set up a computer scoring headquarters in the clubhouse, allowing them to track the team's multiplier needs and score during the contest. They relayed this information via 440 megacycles to Radio Team Finland's listening station, located some 18 miles away at the Holiday Beach Hotel in Willemstad.
This is a listening station, and we put up a few antennas here. One monobander for 10 meters, and the second antenna is a dual bander for 20 and 15, and then we have dipoles for 40 meters, 80 meters, and 160 meters. And also we have a UHF long yagi, making it possible to communicate with the central station, so-called. And we are a group here of, let's see now, how many are we? We are five boys here. This is quite a quiet place. We have hardly no QRM. It's only, the QRM is caused only of the traffic on the band, and we have no local stations here, so this was an ideal place. I was a little anxious from the beginning if this was a good place, but it is.
America 599.
Italy, Quebec for America, 5915.
Italy Queen for Alpha, thank you, PJ9W.
Charlie 5, Quebec X-ray.
KC5 599.
Roger, you're 5904. This is KC5, Quebec X-ray.
KC5 Quebec X-ray, thank you, PJ9W.
Zodiac Queen Canada,
And in Canada, 599.
Italy, Tokyo 9, Victoria, Queen, Canada, 5916.
Italy Tango 9, Victor Queen Charlie. Thank you, PJ9 Whiskey.
Whiskey Delta 0, Charlie, November United.
Whiskey Delta 0 Charlie, November Uniform, 599.
USL 5904.
Alpha Juliet 9 Whiskey, PJ9 Whiskey QRZ.
Kilo 0.
Kilo 0 Oscar X-Ray 55909.
USL 5904, but it's Kilo 0, Oscar, Sierra Tango.
Charlie Golf Hotel, is that okay? Is it W3 Golf Hotel? W3 Golf Hotel, correct? Okay, QSL, thank you. Papa Juliet 9 Whiskey, QRZ.
X-ray Echo 1, go. Kilowatt Yankee 7, Mike. Kilo Yankee 7, Mexico. 73, QRZ, Canada Radio, 2 Charlie Queen, Kilo, contest. Secure contest, Yankee Aerofoam 1, Echo X-ray Yankee. Yankee Aerofoam number 1, Echo X-ray Yankee, contest, over. PT3 Bravo Henry. Nancy Wolf, Germany. Nancy Lima. Ending in Charlie. 5933. QLZ Charlie Nancy 0 America. 0 Whiskey, 0 Whiskey. Charlie Bravo 5933.
The closer it got to the end of the contest, the bigger the emphasis was on snaring multipliers on as many different bands as possible. They did this by passing yellow post-it notes between themselves.
Okay, CT3 Bravo Hotel, 5909. Kiitos. Papa, Japan, 9 Whiskey. Kilo Bravo Super, okay?
5 is old.
Well, the contest was finally over. Silence had suddenly returned to the island once more.
You know, there's no big time anymore.
The operators soon gathered together and could hardly wait for Ville and Timo to total up the final score.
Score tulee just. Entinen maailmanennätys on sitten 49,5. New world record will be, it's coming in a minute. New world record will be, let's see, it will be, go! 52,666. No, 52 million.
PJ9 Whiskey successfully broke the 1988 world's record by more than 2.9 million points by finishing with a claim score of 52.2 million. 30 days later, they returned to Curacao for the CQ Worldwide CW contest, and using the call PJ9 Alpha, claimed a new world's record of over 39.3 million points. These were the operators of PJ9 Whiskey.
Okay, I'm Toke Kapanen, 086 Radio Mike. Mr. Aluminium, the manufacturer of all towers and antennas for PJ9W.
Hello, I'm Timo, 086NU, a 10-meter operator and the team leader of PJ9W operation.
Hi, I'm Ari, 086 Mike Whiskey, 10 meters. Hello, I'm Keo, 086 Fox Tango, 10 meters.
Andy, 086JW, 15 meters.
Hello, I'm Harry, 086 Yankee Fox, 15 meters.
Hello, I'm Tapani, Oscar Hotel 5 Black Magic, 15 meters.
Hi, I'm Marco, 086DO, 15 meter.
Howdy, Mika, 082 BAD, 02 Bad, 20 meters.
Ville, 082 Mickey Mouse, 20 meters.
Hi, I'm John, OH5NZ, you worked me on 20.
Risto, 083 United, 40 meters.
Carl, 086 X-Ray Yankee, 40 meters and QSR manager for PJ9W.
Hello, I'm Ray, OH2KK, 40 meters.
Hannu, OH1 X-ray X-ray, 80 meters.
Seppo, OH6IG, 80 meters.
Hi, I'm Seppi, OH3 November Juliet Zebra, 80 meter.
I'm Jack, OH1 Mike Alpha, 160 meters.
I'm Reijo, OH3 X-ray Alpha, 160 meters.
Lars, OH0RJ, the multiplayer station.
Hi, I'm Raimo, OH2BGD from Multiplier Station.
I'm Ben, OH3 Tango Yankee, multiplier station.
Hello, I'm Heino, OH2 Echo Sierra, multiplier communication.
I am Kale, OH6RJ. I'm working beautiful computers.
Hello, I'm Raimo, Oscar Hotel 9 Romeo Papa. 10 meter, correct, 2 meters operation.
I'm Päiski, OH7 Norway Alpha Electric Man.
Hello, I'm Asko and OH6 NRP and Electric Man.
I am Harry, OH6 Victor Mike Electric Man.
Hello, Arto, OH1 Lima Delta, Transport Manager.
Hello, I'm Rauno, OH1 Whiskey Radio, Transportation Manager.
Hi, my name is Risto, Oscar Hotel 6 Yankee Whiskey.
Olsen Henry, 6 Radio India, only cook.
Excellent cook.